Hello and thanks for checking out ChartGuys.com. We're proud to be one of the most successful technical analysis communities online, teaching you the skills to become a more confident, effective, and informed trader. Join our community of hundreds of analysts worldwide working together to learn the charts, generate profit, and achieve financial independence. For access to daily live chart analysis and market coverage, a thriving chat community, along with dozens of hours of exclusive educational materials. We look forward to seeing you. Let's check out some charts. Hey everyone, checking in on SPY. So we had a gap up open today in response to Google earnings after hours, but we knew some consolidation was coming because we ran in the tech sector all after hours, all pre-market, and we were a bit extended when we started the day. So we pulled back and it was no big deal. We formed an attempt at a higher low on the hourly time frame. And as far as the daily chart goes, as long as we hold 279.06, the higher low pattern is maintained. So the bulls are just fine. We've got Facebook earnings after hours tomorrow, Amazon after hours Thursday. That's going to have some impact. And we'll see if the bulls can just keep up this pattern. It was a day of indecision because of the strong gap up open start. We didn't quite fill the gap to 80.43. We missed it by 20 cents. So we're keeping an eye on that. But we also have a gap all the way down at 275.84 to be keeping an eye on as well. So bulls still strong. We're just watching the daily higher low pattern at this point. And until that breaks, the bulls have absolute full control. IWM with some weakness today, potentially due to the biotech sector weakness. The biotech sector has been on the verge of all-time highs for a couple weeks, and it continues to reject, and it broke some support today. IWM seeing some increased bear volume, and just keeping an eye on this for the possibility. IWM has been leading the market to the upside and watching for the potential if IWM sees weakness, watching, what are the rest of the market's sectors going to be doing. But I'm looking down at 166.59. And we did break that support level, still holding the middle Bollinger Band on the daily for the fifth test in a row. But if we see follow through tomorrow, we're going to be looking at the weekly higher low for the bulls to try and remain in full control. And that's down at 161.67. So no longer term red flags unless the weekly higher low is lost. So that's the key level on IWM that I'm watching. As far as QQQ goes, there's the gap up to all-time highs thanks to Google. We did see profit taking and consolidation there, and the gap did fill back to the downside on the daily chart. And we're watching, can the bulls hold the daily higher low pattern, same as SPY. 177.74 is that support level. So no red flags at this point. Weekly time frame higher lows are all the way at 169.17. So bottom line is, as long as the daily higher lows hold, the bulls are just fine overall. If we lose the daily higher low pattern, it's no major red flag. We're going to look for a weekly higher low. For SPY, anything above 268.49 will be a weekly higher low. And for QQQ, anything above that 169 level I just gave. So essentially, there's no long-term trends, red flags for the bulls, unless we lose the higher low pattern. And the first signal will be losing the daily higher low pattern. So neither of those have happened at this point. That's what I'm keeping an eye out for. VIX on the daily chart held support, but still seeing some downward pressure. So 1144 was support. We bounced off 1166. And for bulls to see continuation, we have to see a break of 1358 for the higher low, and then continuation of this shift on the daily time frame the bulls are trying to put together. And the weekly time frame we can see so far no follow through from last week, currently forming an inside bar, and it is up to the bears to prove it to us. So keep that in mind, that we have the trend for the bulls. The bears have to prove themselves with volume, with losses of daily support, and we'll take it from there if we get those. Otherwise, if we don't, everything's still on track towards all-time highs, and we'll see what the rest of the tech sector earnings for the rest of the week have in terms of the impact on the overall market. Financial sector still holding on as well. We broke the lower highs on XLF on the weekly chart. Did see some profit taking. It is a bearish candlestick on the daily. Might have to pull back and form another higher low. Anything above 27.36 is a higher low on the daily chart. A lot of space to work with. And here's XLF. We had clear lower highs. We got over the middle Bollinger Band, and the lower high of 28.15 was broken today. So lower highs now broken. We're going to anticipate a higher low on any consolidation, and we'll see if the bulls can make their way back to confirming the monthly bull flag on the financial sector. Thanks again. We'll see you tomorrow.